Welcome back to Star Trek Online, everybody. I'm your host, the Housecoat Gamer. Today we are going to take a look at the first Klingon starship, the Burrell class. Now, the Burrell has been around for a very long time. Its first appearance was in Star Trek III, The Search for Spock. And in STO, it has seen a lot of design iterations. From the most basic to, well, this. The one where it looks the best. Oh yeah, there are a few other subtypes. The Koloff, the Battleoff, the really freaky looking Core. I'm not a fan of any of them. I prefer the Burrell. Now, the Burrell is an evolution of a Klingon bird of prey design dating back to at least the 2150s. Now, despite what you may think Star Trek Discovery has to say, Klingon starship design is evolutionary, not revolutionary. When they make a design, they tend to stick with it. And evolve it very slowly. In fact, the Burrell looks very much like the Enterprise bird of prey. I realize retroactively that this is more a reference to the movies, to the Burrell, but it sets a precedent that Klingon starship design tends to evolve rather than be revolutionary. But let's take a look at this ship from the outside, shall we? Very nice. I just have one problem with it. The wings are permanently stuck in this position. Now, I know they fold downwards. In fact, they look pretty good when folded downwards. It's the position we most often see them in. Problem is, unless you're in combat in STO, they don't fold down, so we're going to be stuck with this position for the rest of the vid. Which is a shame. This is a Raider-class starship, meaning 4 forward weapons, 2 rear, with an experimental. Now I realize that, hey, why does this ship only have the basic stuff? Well, I have the trait, Withering Barrage. Same as the standard version of the Defiant. In fact, this is the Klingon version of the Defiant. There's a fleet variant, as you might guess. But really, what I want to talk about is the fact that this ship pretty much endured over the centuries. The Klingons have been using this ship since at least the 2270s, probably even earlier. And yet, despite countless new starship designs, it's still around. It's gone through a few design alterations, mostly internal, including the infamous D-12 class that destroyed the Enterprise D. Point of fact, the first 2 shots hit the deflector dish, which kept them from remodulating their shields. Points to the Duras sisters for at least thinking, hey, let's make sure they can't remodulate so we don't lose our advantage. And that probably saw a couple of shield upgrades, so the Enterprise D couldn't blow it to hell. That said, in-game, it is fragile. In exchange for its fragility, though, it gains Raider flanking. If you're behind your target, you get to pound the living crap out of him. Damage boost. This is definitely a ship worth getting if you're in the mood for glass cannons. Now, hopefully, when the next legendary bundle comes out, there will be a legendary version of the Burrell. I damn well hope so. The Klingons haven't gotten a single legendary. I want my legendaries. Housecoat Gaming, signing off.